Coming up on Bulldog News Now, we are going salsa dancing as part of Hispanic Heritage Month.
Rain, rain, go away and come back another day. We are tracking the tropics as South Carolina deals with Hurricane Helene.
And a familiar faces on campus this week, we will tell you who and why. BNN starts right now. Welcome back to Bulldog News Now. I'm Summer Gray.
And I'm Kira McGowan. The top story is weather.
We are starting this newscast with severe weather. Orangeburg and South Carolina are bracing for the tropical effects of Helene. The storm formed over the northeastern Gulf of Mexico and hit Florida as a strong Category 3, bringing with it heavy rains and winds as it traveled up the East Coast.
Here in Orangeburg, we felt the effects as early as Thursday morning. No mandatory evacuation has been issued for the state. South Carolina State University has faced a housing crisis at the beginning of this academic school year. This comes after having more students than the 2,154 beds available for both on and off-campus housing. Students who did not have housing were placed on a wait list, and others were put in hotels. By September, all students who were in hotels were given housing, and some students who were on a wait list were put in available housing. Truth Hall, a freshman dorm, which was originally slated to be closed for renovations this year, was opened back up to accommodate students without housing. We did reach out to housing for a comment, but they declined.
The Associated Press reported that New York City Mayor Eric Adams is charged with a 5-count indictment on Thursday. Those crimes include taking illegal campaign contributions and bribe from foreign nationals. The U.S. Attorney for Manhattan, Damian Williams, says Adams sold his influence to a senior Turkish official and others.
The conduct alleged in the indictment, the foreign money, the corporate money, the bribery, the years of concealment, is a grave breach of the public's trust. Public office is a privilege. We allege that Mayor Adams abused that privilege and broke the law.
All systems are a go right now as the university is recovering from an internet and technology failure. Over the weekend, students and staff started experiencing issues with logging onto the internet and using Wi-Fi. This prevented students from doing homework or using their TVs. On Sunday, an official announcement went out to the Bulldog community telling everyone that they had sent a ticket to the university's internet provider, Segra. Monday morning, a new update was issued that our ticket was escalated, and by that same afternoon, most of the internet and other system failures were addressed and restored. We are nearly halfway into fall 2024 semester at SC State. A lot has happened during that time, including housing issues, parties, welcome back events, and convocation.
I talked with the freshman class to see how some of the students are adjusting to a new environment.
Hi, my name is Kiaja Summers. I am a freshman here at South Carolina State University, and I just want to say my experience so far has been nothing but good. By me being out of state, it's a huge change for me, but I'm having a time.
But my experience these past few weeks been good so far, and I just look forward to more to come.
How y'all doing? My name's Jamel. I am a freshman of the great SC State. First few weeks of band camp were definitely hard, but I feel like if your mental is definitely up there, you ain't had nothing to worry about. All you gotta do is just make sure you work on your music, know your music, just keep on. There's some good days, there's gonna be some bad days, but as long as you just keep on pushing, you're gonna be alright.
My first couple of weeks at SC State, they were really good. The only thing I had a problem with was finding my classes. And like I have a couple classes in Belcher, so getting there and leaving my room on time, basically a little bit of time management. But other than that, I had a good first week. So I enjoyed all of the events that CAP hosted, and orientation was really fun as well.
In honor of Hispanic Heritage Month, SC State's Office of International and National Student Exchange Program sponsored a salsa dance class in the Fine Arts lobby.
The event, which was well attended, taught students how to dance to salsa music and learn more about the Hispanic culture. Director of the ISE office, Dr. Leary Luke, says this year's class was the largest turnout in South Carolina State history.
Today we had our salsa dance class. We've had this many times before. It's always in celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month, which is from September 15th to October 15th. Today we have had our highest turnout of students to the salsa dance class, and we really grateful for all the students who came to enrich their culture and their heritage and to share in something Hispanic here at South Carolina State University.
After 13 years, the state of South Carolina has executed its first inmate on last Friday. Freddie Owens, who was convicted of murdering a victim in 1997, was executed by lethal injection. There is a backlog of executions since the state was waiting to get the necessary drugs for the injections. The South Carolina Supreme Court will allow executions every 5 weeks. Inmates in the state can choose from lethal injection, the firing squad, or the electric chair.
Another execution America was watching was that of Marcellus Williams. The state of Missouri took his life through lethal injection even after the NAACP asked the governor to halt the execution. Williams was on death row for the death of Leisha Gale. The prosecutors in the case said they had doubts. None of the physical evidence pointed to Williams either. The governor and the Missouri State Supreme Court both denied a stay. It was appealed to the Supreme Court, where he was also denied. Williams' last words were, "All praise be to Allah in every situation."
The English program at SC State held a meet and greet in the composition computer classroom in Turner Hall. Professional English and English education majors were encouraged to find out what the program has to offer and get to know their professors.
The chair for the English and Communications program says English as a major is not going anywhere and it will always be needed for various fields of study. And 38 days. That's how many days until Election Day 2024. So the Student Government Association urged the student body to register and to get out and vote campaign on campus. Students packed the lobby of the MLK Auditorium to find out more information on all things voting related. Several political organizations were on hand to provide information. There was even a lively panel discussion and food trucks outside.
I talked with SC State's new police chief, Richard Johnson, about campus safety and other topics. Here's a quick look.
The presence of law enforcement plays a crucial part or a critical role in crime reduction. The more officers we have on this on this street, on this campus, all 24/7, the better we'll be equipped to reduce crime. Absent of law enforcement presence, those who have a deviant attention, I don't want to say criminal, because a lot of what I see on college campuses and with this generation, it can be categorized as deviant behavior. And so if that police presence is there, a lot of that behavior will cease as long as someone is there. So that is probably the most challenging issue that I have to deal with as the police chief for the campus.
Students have the opportunity to meet Chief Johnson and the rest of the SC State University Police Department at our annual Pizza and Police event this Monday at 6 p.m. in the newly created Bulldog Den next to the Speech, Language, and Pathology Building. To kick off its annual professional speaker series, SC State Communications Program invited alum and communications specialist Sierra Williams to inform students on all the ways they can use their degree.
William also gave helpful tips about dressing professional. She told students how you present yourself, you can control. Afterwards, students were able to mingle one-on-one with department professors and the guest speaker.
Celebrating Banned Books Week was on the agenda for the English program at SC State this week. The week started with a showing the new version of The Color Purple.
The week continued with a well-known South Carolina personality. Mr. Ron Days from the kids show Gullah Gullah Island presented his book Raptors in the Ricelands to an audience in the Fine Arts Recital Hall.
And may the rhythms of each story panel up and down remind you that as seen in the Ron Days quote on a wall exhibit at the International African American Museum in Charleston, South Carolina, mine is a living culture, not one of some 200 years ago. It is a culture that continues to shape our surroundings, and information about it should not be in books that are bad.
The week was set to end with a quiz bowl on Thursday, but because of the threat of bad weather, it will be rescheduled for next week. Good afternoon.
afternoon, everyone. My name is Ariana Pender, and I'll be covering your local weather in Orangeburg, South Carolina. Here's your 7-day weather forecast. Friday will be a high of 84 degrees and a low of 65 degrees. Saturday will be a high of 85 degrees and low of 68 degrees. Sunday will be a high of 86 degrees and low of 67 degrees. Monday will be a high of 86 degrees and low of 67 degrees. Tuesday will be a high of 85 degrees and low of 67 degrees. Wednesday will be a high of 84 degrees and low of 64 degrees. Thursday will be a high of 82 degrees and low of 63 degrees. That's your weather forecast for this week. Thanks for watching.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Underground. On September 20th, 2024, the rapper Future dropped his first solo release in 2 years. The album Mixtape Pluto has 17 tracks with no guest features. Mixtape Pluto has remained in the top 5 all week on Apple Music. If the album debuts at number 1, it will make Future the first artist in this decade to have 3 albums debut at number 1 in a single year. Sean Diddy Combs was arrested and charged with federal sex trafficking and racketeering. The industry company Luminate stated that they saw an average 18.3% increase in Combs' music stream. The increase in streaming numbers after a controversy is not shocking. This also happened previously with artist R. Kelly when he was accused of similar crimes. Following Diddy's arrest, his appearance in the media has increased. Arizona police are investigating an incident where windows at Vice President Kamala Harris' campaign office had shots fired through. The incident was reported after workers in the office discovered 5 bullet holes and damage. It's been stated that no one was present or injured at the office. This has been the second gun attack incident reported in a week. This first incident took place September 16th. Kamala still plans to visit Arizona on Friday. That's your Underground Report. I'm Summer Gray. I hope you all have a good weekend.
Hey Bulldogs, I'm Emmanuel Washington, and we're back with another semester of sports coverage.
Today, we're starting with the biggest story in the NFL, which is the benching of Bryce Young. Young was the first overall pick in the 2023 draft, but the Heisman Trophy winner has not lived up to expectations in Carolina. He got benched after just 2 games as the starting quarterback, losing his job to the veteran Andy Dalton. The opening game, Carolina got blew out 47-10 to the Saints, then followed that up with a 26-3 loss in Week 2 to the Chargers. In Week 3, though, the Panthers did get their first win under Andy Dalton. I'll keep you updated on if Bryce gets his starting job back. Moving right along to college football, the game of the day was Colorado versus Baylor, and it was simply electrifying. Colorado trailed all game, but in the fourth quarter, a last-second Hail Mary from Shedeur Sanders sent the game into overtime. In overtime, his brother, Travis Hunter, forced a fumble against Baylor on the goal line, securing the homecoming win for Colorado, 38-31. In the WNBA, Caitlin Clark has been having a rookie season of the ages. The 22-year-old made her playoff debut, but her 11 points was not enough for the Connecticut Sun. The Indiana Fever got swept by the Sun despite a terrific season. Caitlin Clark says she's just scratching the surface of what she's capable of, so I know we will definitely see her in the future, in the playoffs. Lastly, SCSU Athletics. Our women's volleyball team takes on rival USC Upstate at 6 p.m. Our men's football team faces off against North Carolina A&T this Saturday at 6 p.m. after losing to Georgia Southern last week. Let's hope our Bulldogs can bounce back and get the win.
I'm Emmanuel Washington, and that's all, Bulldogs. Stay tuned for next week's sports update.
Now to what's trending. Call it a sweet gift. Mars, the maker of M&Ms, is out with a new flavor just in time for the holidays. Peanut butter and jelly M&M flavored candy will hit the stores in December.
This is going to be the company's first new flavor since 2022. According to reports, it will have a berry outer flavor with peanut butter on the inside. So, Kira, what do you think about this new flavor?
I personally think peanut butter and jelly belongs on 2 slices of bread,
Definitely.
but it really doesn't matter because I'm allergic to peanut butter. So I guess I'm out. What about you?
I personally feel like, based on what you said, I don't know how I feel about a peanut butter and jelly candy. I think we should just leave that with a sandwich. I don't know. I ain't
too
gonna
much.
I might try to let you know. Just in honor.
Let me know
In honor.
because I can't eat it.
Yeah, let's not have that. Well, y'all, I'm Summer Gray.
And I'm Kira McGowan.
And I hope you all enjoy your weekend.